And I maintain, as I've said over and over, one of the reasons why I want and wanted to see at the forefront of John Schneider's plan for the Seattle Seahawks this offseason, making the offensive line a true strength of the team, is because it's my belief, and nobody has yet pushed back on this against me, it's my belief that any NFL team out there that said, we're going to make the point of emphasis to do just that, or make our offensive line that strength of our team, that there's never been that team that's come back and been like, we put too many damn assets into that offensive line. If we weren't just so busy making that offensive line such a juggernaut, maybe we would have gotten a linebacker or two. I've never heard that ever said. It seems to me that the teams that invest in the offensive line get the returns for doing so, but it takes it as a point of emphasis. It takes it as drafting a left tackle 10th overall in a draft. It takes it by making multiple offensive lineman draft picks multiple years over and over again, as the Seattle Seahawks have done recently. You got your Cross Lucas, and the next year you come back and you got Bradford Oluwatimi. The next year now we come back and we went 3 stack deep in this particular draft. You went Christian Haynes, Satoa Lumea, and then you went Michael Jarrell in the 6th as well. So you've continually, on each draft, not just grab like when a draft will get an offensive line to make you feel like we're addressing it. You've been double dipping 2 at a time on this. You've been adding some veterans like Laken Tomlinson and Nick Harris into the mix. Now you're bringing in Connor Williams. This is how you now start to build it into a potential strength. And if the Seahawks offensive line can become a strength, this offensive line that was 28th in pass protection according to PFF last year, which looked like that on the field, take out their grade as much as, if you don't like PFF, fine, but throw that one out, toss in the toilet. Anybody that watched that Seahawks offensive line last year, anybody that watched that Seahawks offensive line from week 11 onwards of the prior year would tell you that it was in piss poor shape across the board. It wasn't opening holes in the ground game. It was not holding up in pass protection for Geno Smith, who was under a lot of times inundation of pressure. And it certainly was not an inventive scheme or one that was on the cutting edge as far as really pushing the limits in the NFL to try to maximize those players dealing with those limitations. Let's call it that.